Hi everyone, I'm Marina Goncharenko, a realtor in Sarasota, and today I'm going to give you a tour of Sarasota, Florida and its surrounding areas. And at the end, I will share with you the most underrated area in Florida that's the closest to the beach. Downtown Sarasota sits along the Sarasota Bay. The height limit is 18 stories, giving the city a very unique feel and skyline. Sarasota is very rich geographically. It has one of the most beautiful bays in the entire state, giving many that million-dollar view. Downtown Sarasota is very residential. There are only a couple office buildings among the many condominiums. Over the last few years, we have seen the addition of several high-end hotels throughout downtown with a couple rooftop pools and dining areas. The age and architecture of the buildings is about a 50-50 mix of old and new construction. There are many large projects currently underway that will continue to transform downtown. There are over 100 restaurants in downtown Sarasota, with many world-class restaurants to choose from. Most of the restaurants run along Main Street and Palm Ave. Most restaurants offer outdoor dining because of the great weather we have year-round. Here's a quick glimpse of downtown Sarasota. In the southern part of downtown is Burns Square, a historic district with some charming architecture and beautiful colors. Running along Coconut Ave is the Arts District. Here we have several theaters, and nearby is the famous Sarasota Opera House. This part of Florida is often referred to as the Cultural Coast. Sarasota is the artistic center with world-famous fine arts. North of downtown on the bay is a 53-acre park. The park is undergoing a $200 million redevelopment project. The Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall has been here for over 50 years and will be replaced with a new performing arts hall. There will be some restaurants, a pier, and walking trails. Marina Jack Bayfront Park is the heart of downtown Sarasota. In the middle, we have a brand new playground and splash pad. After going out for dinner, we usually end up coming here and enjoying the rest of the evening while the sun goes down. Paine Park is the largest park downtown. My kids refer to it as the Circus Park because of its circus-themed playground. There are a dozen tennis courts, a running track, and a frisbee golf course. A unique part of downtown is Golden Gate Point. It's a 22-acre peninsula community where the height limit is 10 stories. There are a handful of new projects, some close to completion, with others just breaking ground. Here we have stunning views of the bay, Marina Jack, and the Ringling Bridge. The Ringling Bridge is loved by those who are active. It's a great place for a stroll where we enjoy the beautiful views and breeze. There are small parks on both sides of the bridge, and it's a popular fishing spot. Across the bridge is Bird Key. There are 511 home sites with more than half waterfront. The streets are wide and lined with palms. One thing we don't see is any telephone poles or power lines in the community. It was developed with an underground utility system, which was ahead of its time. Located in the middle is the Bird Key Yacht Club. It has been a neighborhood gathering spot for 65 years. They do a great job keeping the area active and retaining the small town feel. Further west is one of the most famous landmarks in Sarasota, the beautiful and historic St. Armands Circle. There are 30 different dine-ins, sidewalk cafes, and amazing restaurants. There are also 100 different stores and boutiques. The middle of the circle hosts many local events year-round, making St. Armands a gathering spot for many. All around the circle are different homes, beautiful historic Spanish homes to new modern ones. We also have some of the most unique homes. Whatever a person can imagine can become reality. Walking distance from the circle is Lido Key Beach. This is the closest public beach to downtown Sarasota. It has fine white quartz sand. On a hot sunny day, this is the most pleasant sand where you don't burn your feet. For the next 1.5 miles, there are different resorts and condominiums. At the tip of the island is the South Lido Key Beach Park. This is the perfect place to bring a boat or jet ski. This is one of our favorite places to grill on the beach and enjoy the beautiful views. Nearby is another parking area with a kayak launch. This is one of the most popular areas for kayaking through the mangroves and sightseeing the rich wildlife. On the north side of Lido Key, we have a small, prestigious community of Lido Shores. It's a very quiet, high-end neighborhood that's connected to the high energy of St. Armands Circle. East of Lido Shores is City Island. Here we have a couple waterfront restaurants that you can attend by boat. The island is full of different recreation, like Save Our Seabirds, Moat Marine, and the Marine Mammal Center Aquarium. At the tip of the island is the Sarasota Sailing Club. Across New Pass is the island of Longboat Key. Longboat Key is 12 miles long and has one of the most prestigious addresses. The island is very quiet and private. There are many things that make it very desirable and unique. This is one of the most private and laid-back stretches of beach one can ask for. There are 20 restaurants on the island with some incredible options. We have 2 amazing golf courses, and all of the essentials on the island make it very convenient living. I have an in-depth video tour of Longboat Key that I will leave a link to in the description. North of Longboat Key is Anna Maria Island. This island is 7 miles long. Anna Maria Island is the second most popular beach vacation destination in the state of Florida. There are many vacation rentals and the island has over 70 restaurants. Golf cart is the best way to get around. There are no high-rises and it makes the island feel very laid back. I have an in-depth video tour of Anna Maria Island that I will link in the description. South of downtown Sarasota, we have many different neighborhoods. The most prestigious is Harbor Acres. It protrudes into Sarasota Bay, giving most residents waterfront homes. There are many trophy properties, with some of the most expensive homes in the county. In the middle of these neighborhoods is the Sarasota Memorial Hospital and Southside Village. Southside Village has a gourmet market and different boutiques and shops. There are over a dozen restaurants with some of the best restaurants located here. All along Tamiami Trail are different businesses and restaurants. One mile south of Southside Village is Siesta Drive. This is a big commercial center with different shopping plazas. There is a shopping mall and over 40 restaurants to choose from. Siesta Drive leads us to one of the most famous parts of Sarasota, which is the island of Siesta Key. The north side of the island is very residential with incredible homes and amazing views. There are over a dozen mega mansions currently under construction. Many of the older properties have the same fate. In the middle of the island, we have the Siesta Key Village. There are over 30 restaurants, different boutiques, shops, and markets. The world-famous Siesta Key Beach is the main attraction. The beach has a lot of parking and is the most popular beach for tourists and residents. Siesta Key Beach has the best white sand in the world, and many come from around the globe to experience it. South of Siesta Key Beach is Crescent Beach. This area has a high concentration of condominiums until we get to Stickley Point. This is the second entry point to the island, and this area also has over a dozen of restaurants and shops. This area has a mix of condominiums and vacation rentals. The public beach comes to an end at Point of the Rocks. Further south, the area is very residential. Running along the beach is the Sanderling Club, a private gated neighborhood with spectacular beachfront homes. At the southern part of the island, we have some condominiums and Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach is a smaller beach and more laid back. There is a boat ramp across the beach and a couple of restaurants nearby. I have an in-depth video of Siesta Key that I will link in the description. Off Siesta Key Island, Stickley Point leads us to another commercial area. There are shopping plazas and over 50 restaurants nearby. This area is Gulf Gate. East of Gulf Gate is Palmer Ranch. Palmer Ranch is the largest development in Sarasota. There are over 90 subdivisions, gated communities, apartments, and assisted living facilities. It's a true sanctuary where residents live, work, shop, and play in harmony with nature on the ranch. Most communities are full of amenities, making it true resort-style living. Running through the middle of Palmer Ranch is the Legacy Trail. It's an 18-mile multi-use trail that runs from downtown Sarasota to Venice. Palmer Ranch has 2 golf course communities. TPC Prestancia was built by the PGA Tour and offers 2 18-hole courses. Further south is one of the most prestigious communities called The Oaks. The Oaks is a private member-owned club situated on over 1,000 acres. This was the winter home of Mrs. Palmer. The 2 incredible 18-hole golf courses are only part of what makes this community so special. South of the Oaks along the Gulf is the island of Casey Key. Casey Key is a very narrow island with most properties having water on both sides. Here we have some of the most amazing homes and one of the most scenic drives. the south end of the island is Nokomis Beach. Nokomis Beach is a very popular beach with beautiful white sand and plenty of parking that can accommodate a lot of people. Casey Key comes to an end at the North Jetty Beach and Park. Inland, we have several bays and islands. South of the jetty is the historic city of Venice. Venice has a thriving downtown that has preserved its historic charm. I have an in-depth video tour of Venice that I will leave a link to in the description. Here's a quick glimpse. Sitting along the Interstate and University Parkway is the University Town Center. Here we have over 200 retailers to choose from and 80 different dining options. This is one of the most energetic places and one of the most beautiful around the holidays. Many of the local events are held here, and this is another major gathering spot in Sarasota. The mall was built 7 years ago and brought a lot of high-end shopping and many dining options. It remains a very active mall and seems to be the premier shopping destination in Sarasota and Manatee counties. South of the mall is the construction of a new Moat Science Education Aquarium. Next to it is the Pop Stroke Miniature Golf Course and Restaurant. East of UTC is Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch is the #1 multi-generational master-planned community in America. Like Palmer Ranch, it's made up of many gated communities, many of them golf course neighborhoods. There are several town centers in Lakewood Ranch. The newest one is Waterside Place. From retail and dining options to a calendar full of events, these areas are a huge asset in Lakewood Ranch. Waterside hosts a weekly farmers market on Sundays and a ranch night on Wednesdays. Across the bridge is the Waterside Park with a playground and splash pad. At the end of the park are many sand volleyball courts. I have an in-depth video tour of Lakewood Ranch that I will leave a link to in the description. We have toured many different areas in Florida, from Miami to Rosemary Beach. I believe one of the most underrated areas close to the beach is Nokomis, located between South Sarasota and Venice. Nokomis Village is less than 2 miles from Nokomis Beach. There are many waterfront properties, and it's a short boat ride to the Venice Inlet. For those wanting a home walking distance from the beach, this may be the best opportunity, whether you want to renovate or build a new custom home. Further inland, there is a lot of new construction that is very reasonably priced, with several gated communities. Nokomis is minutes away from downtown Venice and its array of restaurants. It's also a relatively short drive to UTC and everything that it has to offer. Most people moving to Florida want to be closer to water, and nowhere in the state are you only a few traffic lights away from such an amazing beach. Thank you for watching, and I hope this tour gave you a really good idea of what Sarasota has to offer. If you would like my help with any of your real estate needs, my contact information will be down in the description below.